All right, so the other day I'm on the freaking phone, right? Trying to navigate this goddamn automated system. Press 1 for bullshit, press 2 for more bullshit, press 3 to talk to a robot who's going to tell you they can't help you. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, is this what we've become? Slaves to machines that can barely understand human language? And it hits me like a freaking brick. It's like we're all just sitting around waiting for the singularity, huh? Waiting for Skynet to drop the hammer. And you know what? Because we're too goddamn lazy to pick up a phone and have a real conversation. We'd rather tap, tap, tap on our little screens, arguing with strangers about politics, sharing memes about cats, and filming ourselves doing stupid dances for attention. And then we wonder why the world's going to hell. You think the founding fathers were on TikTok? You think they were worried about their goddamn likes? No, they were fighting for freedom. They were building a nation. They were probably hammered on whiskey, but they were doing something real. And what are we doing? We're arguing about pronouns in safe spaces while the planet's burning and China's laughing its ass off. We're so concerned with being politically correct that we can't even have a goddamn conversation anymore. You try to tell a joke these days, some snowflake gets offended and tries to cancel you as if words are freaking weapons. So now you have everyone walking on eggshells, terrified to say anything that might offend someone, and then they whine and complain that you cannot say anything anymore. It's like grow a pair. If you're so fragile that a freaking joke sends you into a spiral, then maybe the real problem isn't the joke, it's you fragile piece of shit. And don't even get me started on social media, a cesspool of narcissism and validation seeking, where everyone's pretending to be perfect and happy while secretly being miserable and insecure, and you are buying what? Seriously, we have a world full of morons who prefer to scroll on Instagram than reading a book, and they complain about the world going to shit as if they were not part of the fucking problem and contributing to it. It's a freak show. And then you go and talk with them, and the level of ignorance and misinformation is so high that I just want to grab my stuff and go back to my cave. So here's the truth. We're drowning in a sea of stupidity, and we built the goddamn boat. Is it really that shocking that society has become more sensitive, idiotic, and easily triggered? Is it really? Jesus Christ, another goddamn blue moon? You call that a drink? It's goddamn fruit salad in a glass. You might as well be sucking on a goddamn popsicle. What are you, 5 years old? Oh, but Bill, I enjoyed the orange slice. Yeah, well, I enjoy not being a goddamn pussy. And this whole customer service bullshit, are you kidding me? We're all in customer service now, even the frickin' doctors. Oops, sorry, Mrs. Henderson, looks like I botched the surgery. One less customer for us, eh? It's like you get a job at Kroger answering phone calls about broken can openers, and suddenly you're providing a valuable service to society. What, are you saving the world from starvation, one improperly opened can of beans at a time? And then the idiots start saying, oh, well, technically I do customer service too. Technically, my ass. Technically, a hemorrhoid is a part of your body, but I'm not going around bragging about that, am I? It's all just this dumbed-down participation trophy bullshit where everyone gets a gold star for existing. Congratulations, you answered a phone. Here's a goddamn medal. Just admit it. You work at Kroger, you drink Blue Moon, and you hate your goddamn life just like the rest of us. So stop pretending it's some noble cause. You're just a cog in the machine serving up watery beer and false hope, and frankly, that's a damn shame. All right, what the fuck is this? People glued to their damn phones, Instagramming their avocado toast while the world's going to shit. Like, who gives a flying fuck about your brunch, Karen? But hey, at least they're awake, unlike Sleeping Beauty over here. Yeah, you, pal, drooling on your shirt in the middle of a goddamn comedy show. 25 years old, huh? You think you're tired now? Wait till you got a mortgage, a screaming kid, and a wife who blames you for everything. Then we'll talk about tired. Construction, you say? Probably digging ditches with a shovel made of friggin' depleted uranium. Oh wait, office work? Sleeping at your desk? You know what that is, Miguel? That's how you get replaced by a goddamn robot? That's what that is. Seriously, this guy's out cold. I got a $300 pillow that's about as effective as a screen door on a submarine, and this guy's snoring like a goddamn chainsaw in a public setting? Unfucking believable. What's next? Gonna start sleepwalking, join a cult, and wake up married to a sheep? We try to get him going by yelling La Policia, and he doesn't flinch. This guy probably sleeps through earthquakes, tsunamis, and the apocalypse. And then he wakes up and says, it's over? Yes, Miguel, it's over because your work ethic is about as inspiring as a wet fart. You're 25, doing both residential and commercial projects. Thinking you're tired now? Dude, you haven't even seen the shadow of burnout yet. You're still running on youthful exuberance. Enjoy it, because in about 10 years, you're going to be staring into the abyss, questioning every single choice you've ever made. Every single choice. The management tried to wake you up? I get it. I respect it. It's like trying to wake up a hibernating bear. I'm up here busting my ass for 35 minutes, and this guy gets the best sleep of his goddamn life? What was the point of my show? Oh, that's right. There's none. Next time Miguel sleep in church in the front row during communion, then you'll really have something to confess. Nominate a comedian to run for office? Are you kidding me? Like, we haven't screwed things up enough already? Let's put Jon Stewart in charge. Yeah, the guy who cries about everything. Or better yet, how about Bill Cosby? Just yank him right out of jail, dust off that roofie kit, and let him heal the nation. Oh, that's right, he's probably too old to remember where he left it, huh? I saw that mutter at a Jon Stewart benefit once, a Wounded Warrior thing, before we all knew he was, Cosby and women left and right. And you want to know what he did? The darkest damn act I've ever seen. It wasn't funny, it was just icky. The kind of icky that makes you wonder if you accidentally wandered into a predator's convention. It was before the accusations, granted, but even then you just knew something was off with that turtleneck-wearing ghoul. What kind of jokes was he telling? Probably something about pudding pops and date rape, who the hell knows? But that's what I love about comedy, see? You can smell the desperation, the darkness, the soul-crushing void inside these people. And you think putting them in charge of the country is a good idea? You're dumber than you look, and you look like you regularly try to microwave spoons. So yeah, next time you think about nominating a comedian, just remember Bill Cosby and the pudding pops. That's exactly where this whole country's headed. Straight into the fucking punchline.
Oh, awards, right. Another shiny trinket for the entitlement.
So, this Kevin Hart guy, huh? 500 million tickets sold, they say? 500 million. What are we, a species of lobotomized simpletons lining up for the same goddamn jokes? I mean, seriously, 500 million? It's like saying Nickelback wrote a decent song, it defies logic. But all right, fine, he sells tickets, so what? Does that make him Jesus Christ with a microphone? No, it just means people have terrible taste. And Jerry Seinfeld, oh, the grace, the kindness, the saintly support of other comedians. Give me a break. They're all just jockeying for position in this comedy gladiatorial arena, stabbing each other in the back with punchlines, and you're telling me he's a damn philanthropist? Sure, he probably helps out some people back in Philly, so what? It's called PR, people. You think he does it out of the goodness of his heart? Bullshit. They all feel awful inside. Guaranteed. Comedians are neurotic. Insecure messes. That's why they crave your pathetic validation. And he never showed it. Of course not. He's a goddamn professional liar. So honored to know him? Maybe. But I'd be more honored if the guy actually showed up when I won this stupid thing. What's that about, Jerry, huh? You too busy polishing your Emmys or something? So now we're coddling comedians, huh? Bringing out the canceled ones like they're friggin' endangered species. Well, poor baby said something edgy. Edgy? What's edgy anymore? You snowflakes? Everyone's offended by everything. Anyway, this guy Shane Gillis, yeah, he did a Trump joke, Trump getting shot joke, and everyone lost their goddamn minds. Like, are you kidding me? Trump, the orange buffoon who basically ran the country like a reality show train wreck. He'd die funny. You know he would. He'd be mid-sentence. And believe me, folks, the fake news media, blam, is triplet. You wouldn't laugh? You're lying? But here's the kicker. The real reason people got their panties in a twist, he said Biden was the first president you could just walk up to and punch. Punch. Not assassinate. A punch. Are you telling me, staring at that vacant, drooling grandpa, that you haven't considered clocking him? He's just standing there mumbling about malarkey and sniffing little kids' hair. The guy's practically begging for a knuckle sandwich. You could walk right up, bam. Mr. President, what the hell are you even talking about? And he just stared blankly like a goldfish. So the joke wasn't about violence, it was about the sheer patheticness of the situation. We're run by a guy who can barely string together a coherent sentence. And I'm the crazy one for laughing at the possibility of someone finally snapping and giving him a well-deserved wedgie of consciousness. Get out of here. The only reason people were mad is they knew he was right. They were thinking it too. Don't lie. You were thinking it. We're all thinking it. So next time, instead of clutching your pearls, maybe just admit you're tired of this geriatric puppet show and buy a goddamn ticket to Mars. Oh, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me with this able-bodied actor playing a quadriplegic bullshit? Seriously? You triggered snowflakes think Bryan Cranston shouldn't ACT because he can walk? What's next? Only hiring actual serial killers to play Hannibal Lecter? Goddamn, it's like we're living in some sensitivity circus where everyone's auditioning for a participation trophy. And these are the same morons who think a comedian needs to apologize for every goddamn joke. Oh, you didn't go to the gym today? Are you calling me fat? Jesus, I'm surprised I haven't been canceled for breathing. But you know what's even more infuriating? This Joe DeRosa dipshit not knowing who Joe Torre is? Met this guy who's connected with the Yankees because he was still managing. Are you fucking kidding me? The guy won 4 World Series. Is he like a big deal? I wanted to strangle the idiot. This is the world we live in, where people prioritize vintage t-shirts over baseball legends. And I gotta get grilled about being in Star Wars. Me, this meathead who can't tell a Wookiee from a Sith Lord, I'm in Star Wars, all right? What I wear, who the hell knows? It's like asking how much money's in the Federal Reserve. Top secret, man. Look for the back of my bald head in the trailer for half a second. That's all you're getting. A bald head in Star Wars, so it's a helmet on a helmet. And would be redundant, so it's like a hat on a hat, which makes it a joke. Oh, season 4 of F is for Family is almost here, by the way, but stand-up will always be #1. Look, it's a long road as a comic, and so many people are nice, which is great and all, but here's the truth. You're lost in the beginning, you're clueless, and you're desperately trying to figure out if you're doing anything right. Because what are you going to do? Drive to some comedy club and talk about some bombing on a stage, and you see some other comic killing it, mapping out everything, and you're like, shit, do I need a street team like Joe Coy too? And then you start finding an audience and hearing the older guys telling stories, and you realize, I don't have any stories. I just bombed at an open mic. But then you start doing other things. Things are getting better, and you get some friends who suffer. So yeah, I'm doing stand-up. Catch my special Paper Tiger on Netflix. Catch me on tour, catch my podcast, and try to catch me giving a damn about your triggered sensitivities, because I don't. Oh, Jesus Christ, my mother, she's always got to worry, right? I'm still some kid knocking over garbage cans. Vermont, are you kidding me? Mr. Vermont, are you kidding me? Burlington, Vermont. Thought it was safe there. Birkenstocks everywhere. Weed smoke thicker than the damn chowder. Bernie Sanders, that socialist Santa Claus. Even he seems harmless, right? And you know why I like Bernie? Because he argues like I do with every woman I've ever dated. I know I'm losing, but I gotta yell my ideas into the void, damn it. So there I am, post-show. Couple of beers with some open micers, 2 blocks from the damn club. When this guy, this perpetually scented loser, stumbles up, radiating some kind of entitled Green Mountain State douchebaggery, and the first thing he says, University of Vermont? And I'm like, nope. Then master's degree. I said, you're freezing, pal. And then he drops the mom. I want to beat the shit out of all of you. But he's just staring at me. Me. Like I'm the problem. So I give him the once-over. Think, he's all talk. And turn my back. The bad move, Bill? Turns out, Mr. Phi Beta Kappa over here was not bluffing. Grabs me by the shoulder, smashes a goddamn pint glass over my head. A pint glass. I'm thinking, okay, Burr, maybe your people reading skills aren't as sharp as you thought, huh? He bails. Cops show up, and the first thing I yell to the entire bar is, did any of you hear him call me Jew boy before he did it? And what do I get? A chorus of nope. Didn't hear a thing. Are you kidding me? A goddamn Jussie Smollett story was born right there. So they nabbed the genius in the back seat. Surprise, surprise, he wasn't exactly making a clean getaway on foot. And the cops are picking glass shards out of my scalp, asking, did he smash a pint glass on your head? And I, in my concussed brilliance, said, well, officer, could have been a pint glass, could have been a menorah. Things were moving pretty fast. And then, do you see spinning? I said, like a dreidel, buddy. Pretty rough, right? Fine, I admitted it wasn't a hate crime. Cops hauled him away, and then the bar manager has the nerve to tell me this never happens here. Really? You think I expected this to be some kind of regular Tuesday night ritual? Oh yeah, that's just Scott. Scott does that all the time. All right. So, nobody's laughing? Seriously? Am I speaking Martian up here? Is there some kind of goddamn translator malfunction? Because this feels like a goddamn board meeting at Enron. Not a comedy show, and I'm supposed to be killing it here. Holiday show, my ass. I should be banking like a goddamn Wall Street crook right now. You know what else is killing me? That fucking General Tso's I inhaled earlier put me in a food coma of biblical proportions. I even hired a goddamn trainer, showed up 30 minutes late because I was evacuating my bowels like a goddamn fire hose. Had to pay for the whole damn session, but hey, at least I made it here on time to bomb in front of you miserable bastards. Should have stayed home shitting my brains out. So you came to see me? Well, tough shit. I'm having an off night. Come back another time. Maybe I'll be funnier after I've had a lobotomy. Virginia, you came all the way from Virginia? What the hell kind of name is that anyway? Sounds like a racist yarmulke. I'll be down there in March. You'll be back then. Jesus Christ. You people are like rubberneckers at a car crash. Is the show good? No, we just like watching him lose his goddamn mind on stage. Well, I was going to do my abortion bit, but now I got to earn your attention like I'm working my way through goddamn Harvard. Abortion is weird, all right? It's like, what the fuck are we even doing with this conversation anymore? We are overthinking this, and frankly, it's why we can't have nice things. All right, so this broad sawing logs right here, front row. Are you kidding me? Welcome back, Sheep. What are you hydrating for a marathon? Oh, you're not? We got the goddamn waitress decided to show up now? Figures. Can do it, she says. Oh, you can? Sassy, huh? Kentucky, folks, it's either bless your heart or I haven't seen my server or someone get that bitch fired. I got a bill, though. Yeah, imagine that. Some kind of conspiracy where I order drinks and they actually charge me for them. You think this is some government plot, lady? Is this your dude? Oh, married. The Sleeping Beauty is the wife, huh? You work at the hospital? I know, genius. It's called comedy. Ever heard of it? I'm not filing a goddamn restraining order. How dare you? She says, because she's passed out 3 feet from my face. She's had a long day at the hospital. Oh, boo-hoo. What do? Wipe noses and complain. I'm a nurse tech. Well, hallelujah. You got the personality of a freaking brick wall. So beat it up. You're like, I don't understand. You don't understand? Let me break it down in crayon. You snoring. I make joke. Everyone laughs. You wake up confused like you just got beamed down from Planet Moron. She was trying to get her girlfriend to my birthday, folks. Oh, sweet Jesus. Surprise party? So the plan was to get your friend so hammered she forgets her own name and ends up in the ER. Nice. Another Mai Tai for her and an IV drip for this woman's stat. You know, seeing nurses like cops, you deserve to get hammered. Oh, Jesus Christ, a drunken carnival prize with the voice of a foghorn and the self-awareness of a goddamn amoeba. What the hell game did you win? The most obnoxious heckler. Are you all right? She slurs as if I'm the one slurring my words after having to decipher her incoherent blathering. I played the claw, she says, thrilled to have made a connection, like she just cracked the goddamn Enigma code. The claw. The claw. You know what you won? The claw, which means she won a stuffed animal, which means she didn't win jack shit. She just traded money for garbage, just like the rest of you morons throwing your hard-earned cash at these pointless trinkets and then wonders why she's drunk and unhappy. You expect some sort of existential fulfillment from a $10 plushie cat. No, you drink to numb the pain of your empty consumerist existence. You know, she mumbles, oh, she knows. Does she like her profound insights or pearls of wisdom, but keeps yapping so much then the boyfriend gets dragged into the circus. Let's go see a movie next time, you know, where you actually shut your damn mouth and let the actors do the talking. And she's a nursing student. You're going to be in charge of people's lives, armed with the emotional intelligence of a houseplant and the verbal dexterity of a stroke victim. Oh, God, and I bet she's going to be one of those nurses who's always on her phone, not paying attention, screwing up the dosages, and then wondering why people are dying in the goddamn hospital like it's some kind of cosmic mystery. Jesus, I'm surrounded by incompetence and bad decisions. What, am I the only functioning adult in this room? Can you behave? Can you just for 1 second shut your stupid pie hole and let me do my job so I can get the hell out of this godforsaken town? Because you're worse than the carnival, because at least they're trying to make you happy by ripping you off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Women in restaurants. You see them? Got to order the most expensive thing on the menu, the goddamn lobster and steak combo, acting like they're doing you a favor. Like, oh, honey, you understand this is the expensive side, right? Are you sure you can afford this level of entitlement? It's steak, lobster, and emptying your bank account, the holy trinity, and then they wonder why their life is a goddamn dumpster fire. Like these ladies walking around, oh, men ain't shit. Bitch, you're over 25. Grow the fuck up. It's not men. It's the shitheads you keep choosing. Maybe you need to figure out what kind of low-life magnet your vagina is, huh? Maybe it's emitting some kind of ain't shit pheromone. It's like, imagine if Michael Jackson was a pimp. Think about that for a goddamn second. Him and Tito riding around in a Cadillac, blasting Billie Jean. Slow down, Tito, slow down. Anyway, white people shocked about police brutality? What the fuck? They just woke up from a 400-year nap. Black people know the cops are gonna whoop your ass. That's like a Timex commercial, been happening for decades. It's like, fuck the police. Seriously, fuck all your bad trade motherfuckers. You think you can just come over here and whoop my ass? You better bring a goddamn warrant and a lawyer. Now, Lorena Bobbitt chopping off her husband's dick, driving down the highway, throwing it out the window. What the fuck? Car 11, go find a penis? I mean, good for her. She found a tiny target in the dark. She's got 20/20 vision. And then O.J. Simpson. Remember that shit? Everybody's crying, oh, the justice system. Ike Turner's the real victim here. I mean, Ike was the king of domestic disputes. And O.J. just stole his crown. Nobody cares about O.J. Just wondering about the next goddamn riot. Now we, the jury, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder. Give me Johnny Cochran. That man was a magician. If it don't fit, you must acquit. White people saying they couldn't sleep after the verdict. Black people have had goddamn insomnia for 400 years. You snowflakes. One goddamn black guy gets off. Suddenly the system's broken. The whole damn system is a dumpster fire of biases. It's always been fucked. And you're just noticing now that the wrong people are getting screwed, huh? So I went to this friggin' doctor, right? Thinking, yeah, preventative medicine, smart move. Bill, you dumb ape. Knew it wouldn't be rainbows and unicorns, but I expected some kind of basic professional courtesy, you know? Instead, I get Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows, who apparently woke up and decided to use my ass as a punching bag for his midlife crisis, because first words out of his mouth. You want something for your hair? I'm like, excuse me, are we playing Guess What's Missing? Nobody told me I'm leaking follicles like a rusty faucet. And this is how you break the news? Then the chart comes out. Bam! Sounds like a goddamn gunshot. And the wows, oh, the wow, like I just walked in wearing a MAGA hat to a Bernie rally. Wow, 20, 45 pounds, you were 20. No shit, Sherlock. I eat a pizza. You think I'm lining up for the Mr. Universe pageant? And then the best part, you're the fattest patient I've seen all day. It's 9:30 a.m., Doc. How many hippos you been poking and prodding this early? Muscle enzymes through the roof? Yeah, I'm a goddamn machine. Oh, you must be an Olympic athlete or a cocaine addict. Cocaine? Look at me, I'm practically comatose from carbs. When's the last time you saw a chubby cokehead? His nurse chimes in, maybe he runs marathons. Lady, be realistic. The only thing I'm running is out of this goddamn office. And then he sees my ring, asks if I'm married, and then the cherry on top, oh, I thought you were gay. What, because I'm not constantly talking about sports and fixing cars? Is that the gay litmus test these days? Writes gay on my chart. On my medical chart. This is the guy entrusted with my well-being. My wife's all worried, are you gonna go back? Are you kidding me? This is comedy gold. I'm going back, even if I gotta invent a new illness just to hear this jackass's next crack. Because let's be honest, the medical system is a joke, and sometimes you just gotta laugh before you cry, right? All right, Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, whatever. Who gives a flying fuck pressure? She says pressure! I'm not sure, she chirps, contributing absolutely jack shit to the conversation. What the hell is that? They're in a room of hundreds of people, the bar's open, just shut your goddamn mouth if you don't know. It's like asking if it's raining and someone goes, I don't, but I also want to announce I'm clueless. Good for you, genius. Should we start a parade? And we got Oscar over here. Latino, man. Like that narrows it down to 3 freaking countries. Were you sent by Cuba to sway the vote? Jesus Christ, the blatant stereotyping is thicker than the humidity down here. Cubans, I don't know much about you. Well, clearly you dumbass. But he's got the hair, Lego hair, making the bald guys want to commit arson and strategically seated next to a Jonas brother. And then the girlfriend, ain't you a little old to be a boyfriend in Latin culture? See, this is the kind of insightful cultural commentary I'm here for. 28 and unwed to scandalous. Oh, she's Colombian. Well, that changes everything. They got to rep us, see? Case closed. That's the defining characteristic, the cornerstone of their entire culture. All right, so I'm looking at my goddamn phone, right? Full of these half-baked ideas, fragments of thoughts, just trying to cobble together something resembling a set. And you know what the worst part is? The people. The goddamn people. You try to avoid them. You try to be quick, efficient, in and out like a goddamn surgical strike. But no, there's always some goddamn chatterbox just waiting to suck the life out of you. Oh, let me just talk to you real quick, they say. Like anyone's ever said, let me just talk to you real slow. W says that. These long-winded bastards, they always got to lean on something too, don't they? Hands on their knees looking like they're about to give birth to a goddamn walrus. And the minute you hear long story short, forget about it. You're trapped. You're dead. Just accept your fate. It's like I was talking to Eddie Murphy. The Eddie Murphy, right? Guy's a legend. A goddamn reason I even tried this whole stand-up thing. And he's black, because it's never a white guy, is it? Like, what if I said Dice Clay was my inspiration? What? Dice Clay? The world would implode, I tell you. Anyway, I'm asking Eddie, why aren't you doing it, man? You're still funny. We want to see you. We're starved. And you know what he says? It's like cold water. Cold water. What the hell does that even mean? He says it's because the bar is set so high. The expectations are huge. Like when you see a comic killing, you're not thinking about the years of goddamn struggle, the bombs, the humiliation. You're just like, wow, must be nice riding on your daddy's coattails. You don't see the lumps, the years of lumps. I was Jerry, age 22, 24, fresh out of the gate, thinking I'm hot shit. 22 G's. I'm rich. Telling my brother, all right, houses for you and mom. Dad gets squared away. Cars for everybody. We're set for life. Gone. All gone. IRS coming down like a goddamn ton of bricks. Gotta sell Dad's house. Can't afford it. 9 people living in that thing. But still, it's like we don't get a lot of shots, do we? 13 years grinding like a goddamn moron. 18 to 35. Only now things are looking up. You ever see Little Shop of Horrors? That's show business. One of us is getting eaten, plain and simple. Either I eat you or you eat me. And that show, that goddamn show, I beat it. But I knew if I stayed, it would turn sour, rot from the inside, and then I'd be on the goddamn unemployment line again. And you know, it reminded me of the best conversation I ever had. My dad explaining why he had to do drugs, because everyone else was doing them. Your aunt, your uncle, everybody. So that's show business, folks. A bunch of addicts trying to justify their bad decisions with a chorus of everybody's doing it. So escape rooms, right? Mall garbage. But nah, this one's in some freak's house like Gacy, decorated. Pull up, Dad's already clutching his chest. No freaking way. Little George, ooh, scary. Dad, I'm shitting bricks, ladies. Black house, no lawn. Leanne's all this it? Dad wants to flew it. Knock, knock, and bam. This clown's already in character. Silk robe, towel turban, pet cat. Have you seen my mother? My dad grabbing my arm. What the fuck did he just say? Tell him his mother can suck my dick. Is this real life? It's the escape room, Dad. Play along. He wants a house tour? Sure, let me get my notepad. Mother's name, age, college, Aisla. Write this down. We traipse through this dump. Women are loving it. Dad's doing a forensic audit. He smells like shit. He lives here. Mac and cheese and black coffee? Who the fuck does that? IBS, guaranteed. I'm like, Dad, these aren't helpful clues. Then want to see Mother's room? Dad, hell no. But Mom's all, ooh, yes. So naturally, we got to empty our pockets like sheep, keys, phones, wallets, onto the kitchen table. And the second I step in that room, click, door slam shut, panic attack time. This maniac didn't get our names, no credit card, no waiver. We didn't even double check the address. We just strolled into some random house like the Scooby-Doo gang solving a damn mystery. Now we're locked in this freak's lair. Dad's beside me. Where did I go wrong? Did I just lead my family into a serial killer's house? George, ooh, Papa, scary? Scary? You're gonna be sold to the Albanians. You'll be working in a goddamn check-in ore house for the rest of your lives. Ida's all, how do we get out? Dad? Oh, I guess I gotta suck that guy's dick, Samantha. All right, so I'm dating this chick, right? More like coexisting. She's got her stuff, I got mine. She's letting the leg hair grow wild, which, hey, saves me a few bucks on razors, I guess. And she just bought a damn vibrator. Vibrator. Meanwhile, I finally caved and got an Xbox. So what's happening? We're drifting. That's what. I'm glued to NBA 2K, yelling at the goddamn screen. She's handling her own business. And you know what's mess? We're both thinking about LeBron. You women, I swear you're a goddamn enigma. You can fake an orgasm so convincing it'd fool a polygraph, but you can't fake being happy at a family picnic. What the hell is that about? You can tell me I'm the best you've ever had, which, let's be honest, I'm not buying. But you can't crack a damn smile when my Aunt Mildred starts talking about her bunions. Pep it up a little, for Christ's sake. And the after-sex routine. Oh, you made me come, she says. All right, I'm just saying this world's gonna shit, right? I mean, have you seen the news? Everything's a disaster. Everyone's a goddamn idiot. But you know what really grinds my gears? Reality TV. Yeah, that garbage they call entertainment. Now, I'm not talking about some housewife drama or some dumbass singing competition. I'm talking about the first 48 on A&E. The first 48. What kind of fucking title is that? Like after 48 hours, the murder just solves itself. Oh, well, it's been 2 days. Guess we'll just pack up our shit and let the killer go free. Because time limits apparently apply to homicide now. What kind of message is that sending to these criminals, huh? Hey, just lay low for 2 days. Maybe watch some Netflix, and then bam, you're scot-free. Seriously. It's like they're saying, we only care about justice for the first 48 hours. After that, tough luck, families. It's enough to make you want to punch a goddamn wall. And the witness testimonies? Don't even get me started. It's like everyone's a goddamn eyewitness. Oh yeah, I saw the whole thing right here. Dude walked up and bang, shot him dead. What did the guy look like? Average height? Maybe had a face? I don't know, man. It all happened so fast. What the fuck is that? He had ears too. Thanks, Sherlock. We're on our way to solving this. Here's his portrait. And then they got to sketch this nonsense up. Spend all this fucking time drawing some vague-ass shape with eyes and then go around asking people, hey, you seen this guy? You might have killed someone. Of course, nobody knows who the fuck it is. It's a goddamn blob. But then always, There's that one guy usually wearing a wife beater and a dirty hat, cigarette hanging out of his mouth, looking like he's 30, but he's secretly 70. Who's like, yeah, that's Cricket. I know Cricket. Cricket. What's his real name? Just Cricket, man. I don't know. I've known him 27 years. Seriously? You've known a guy for 27 years and you don't know his real name? What is this, a goddamn cartoon? And then the cops cut to the white detective looking like, goddamn, here we go again. Another goddamn street name. The interrogation scenes, though, those are pure comedy gold, dark comedy, sure, but the stakes are life and death. And they are going at each other like it's a schoolyard brawl. Talking about Dookie Shoes and Nami, throwing random bits of evidence around like they're playing darts. We talked to Nami. He said you were at the 7-Eleven. Yeah, I shot him in the face. So what? Bam? Case closed. I mean, how fucking stupid are these guys? You're gonna throw your life away because you had a bad day. And then they wonder why they're in jail for 25 to life? I didn't do it. Yeah, no shit. You should have shut your fucking mouth and asked for a lawyer. That's the lesson, folks, from that whole goddamn show. And you know how many people actually asked for one? 2 out of like 300. And they both got off. It's always a Tayshaun or a DeAndre, never a Chad or a Brad. You never see those preppy rich kids ending up in the interrogation room like, excuse me, sirs, may I see my lawyer as I have the right to not be incriminated? Fucking lawyers, I am telling you. The only difference between you, me, and some guy who just got caught murdering someone in the liquor store is that the guy who got caught wasn't aware of his goddamn rights. You know what pisses me off? People apologizing for laughing. It's like, I get it, you're trying to be woke. No, I shouldn't laugh at that. But come on, folks, let's be honest. Some messed up shit is funny. Physical flaws, hilarious. Disabilities, tricky. Most aren't, but some goddamn are. And you know it. You want to sit there with your virtue signal shining bright, pretending you've never chuckled at someone tripping? Bullshit. So, you want to know when it's okay to laugh? I got 3 words for you. Foreign accent syndrome. Yeah, you heard me right. A brain injury turns you into a goddamn linguist with a wacky accent. You're telling me a farmer from Bumblefuck, Alabama, suddenly sounding like he's narrating a goddamn BBC documentary isn't funny? The tractor trailer, it fell. You stone-cold son of a bitch. And the kicker, this British broad never left her town in 33 years, wakes up talking like she just stepped off the goddamn boat from Beijing. I have not had my conversation over 2 years now. Tell me that ain't divine intervention from a deity with a sense of humor darker than my goddamn soul. You telling me that doesn't make you question everything? You getting uncomfortable? Oh no, is he mocking Asian accents? Shut your mouth. She's white. It's satire, you sensitive snowflakes. Now, still not convinced? Fine. How about persistent genital arousal disorder? That's right, folks. Never not coming. Orgasms every 90 seconds. Try clocking in for a goddamn shift at the 7-Eleven with that going on. Can I try on this shirt? Fuck your shirt. I'm gonna wear my old shit. Oh, we're out of orange juice. Oh, just bring water. That's too much sugar. I don't want any more of. You think that's not funny? What about the poor bastard who's got both that and the foreign accent syndrome? Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your dad passing away. That feels good. I'm just kidding. I made that up. It was cheap, but it was goddamn fun. All right. One more. The classic Tourette's. 5th grade, new school, Catholic school, Mass on Wednesday. All right. So this is what we're doing now. Chip and Dale? Seriously? I'm supposed to be excited about cartoon chipmunks getting cornered in a bathroom? That's entertainment, people? What's wrong with us? We're all lined up drooling for some CGI rodent extravaganza next door. Next door while the world's burning down and Disney's pushing it on Disney+. Not in theaters, because of course not. Why bother with actual movie theaters when you can just shove this crap down everyone's throats at home? And we're all supposed to be clapping like trained seals. Oh, Royal Flush is the punchline? Groundbreaking. And Live a Little? What kind of garbage sanitized corporate-approved Live a Little is this anyway? It's Chip and Dale escaping through a toilet, for Christ's sake. Do you have any idea how many billions this goddamn sanitized, soulless company makes every goddamn year? No theaters. They don't need it. Now go call your babysitter. Pay them more because Disney frickin' needs the subscriber numbers on Disney Plus starting Friday. We'll be right back with Cheryl Hines, because why not? Oh, Jesus Christ. Just turned 18 yesterday. Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? You walking around telling people your girlfriend's fresh off the press like she's some goddamn limited edition Pokemon card. Why, you think you're cute? Announcing to the world that you're teetering on the goddamn edge of statutory rape? You think that's some kind of flex, huh? Like you're pulling off some masterclass in fucking dating? Yeah, she just turned 18, still got that new car smell, you know? Shut the hell up. You sound like a goddamn predator, you idiot. And she's just sitting there smirking, probably thinks it's romantic. Oh, he's so edgy. No, honey, he's just fucking dumb. Dumb enough to broadcast his potential jail sentence to a goddamn room full of strangers. I swear to God, this generation is doomed. They can't even lie properly about their age. It's pathetic. Remember when people tried to, not sound like they were about to be on the fucking evening news for all the wrong reasons? What happened to subtlety, to discretion? Now it's all 18 and legal, said with a wink and a nudge like we're all in on some goddamn inside joke. And the look on his face. He was so proud of himself, like he just solved the goddamn Rubik's Cube. I scored a legal one, folks. Look at me go. Jesus Christ, I need a drink. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with people? It's like they're actively trying to get themselves arrested, just for the attention. And you know what? They'll probably get away with it because the rest of the world is too busy taking selfies and complaining about pumpkin spice lattes to dose the goddamn apocalypse unfolding right in front of their faces. And you know what that makes me want to do? It makes me want to tell them to keep their hands to themselves. Oh, Jesus Christ, just turned 18 yesterday. Are you kidding me? You think you're cute, huh? Like you're some kind of goddamn progressive parent bragging about underage shenanigans? I swear to God, this is why society's going down the toilet. These goddamn millennial parents think they're so woke, bragging about shit that used to get your ass arrested, just turned 18. You know what that sounds like? A goddamn porno title. Like you're prepping her for some casting couch bullshit, you sicko. Fresh as they come. What is she, a goddamn filet mignon? You're gonna slap her ass and throw her on the grill? Are you out of your goddamn mind? You think this is a joke? You think I'm gonna sit here and chuckle while you dangle your freshly legal daughter like some goddamn prize? This ain't no goddamn beauty pageant. This is my show, and I'm telling you, you keep that goddamn just turned 18 bullshit to yourself before I call the cops and ruin your goddamn night, understand? This is why we can't have nice things, because of goddamn perverts like you, turning your daughter into an accessory instead of a goddamn human being. So shut your goddamn trap before I unleash the fury of 1,000 suns on your pathetic little existence. Now who wants some goddamn mac and cheese? I'm starving. All right, settle down, Hawaii, you bunch of sunburned tourists and suspiciously tan mainlanders. I'm just saying, this whole aloha spirit thing feels a little forced, like that smile your boss gives you right before he dumps a whole extra project on your desk. You ever notice how every single goddamn souvenir shop here is selling the exact same ukulele, the same goddamn coconut bra, the same friggin' hang loose t-shirt? It's like a goddamn tourist trap designed by some corporate overlord who's never actually seen the ocean, just a spreadsheet full of potential revenue streams. Speaking of streams, who here actually knows the real history of this place, huh? I'm talking about the overthrow of the Hawaiian kingdom, the exploitation, the cultural erasure disguised as tourism, or are we just gonna keep sipping Mai Tais and taking selfies with hula dancers, pretending everything's just peachy? It's like gentrification on a goddamn tropical island. We come here, ooh and ah at the pretty scenery, then drive up the cost of living so the locals can't even afford to stay in their own freaking homes. And don't even get me started on the cultural appropriation. You think wearing a lei and saying aloha makes you Hawaiian? No, it makes you a goddamn poser. You think just because you can paddleboard and wear a flower in your hair that you understand this culture and this heritage? You think you can just come here and claim to be a local because you adopted a certain lifestyle? What does that even mean? I'll tell you what that means. You get to take advantage of a rich, beautiful culture without acknowledging the real struggles and pain of its people. Then they smile back and tell you aloha, which basically translates to, we know we have to smile because if we told you how we really feel, you'd stop coming and we wouldn't have any goddamn money. So next time you're strutting around in your Hawaiian shirts, sipping on your pineapple juice and thinking you're living the dream, remember the real story behind this paradise? Because pretending it's all sunshine and rainbows doesn't change the goddamn facts, you dumb bastards, and I'm out of here before I end up in jail. All right, so everyone's got these goddamn smartphones, right? Smart my ass, they're making everyone dumber, glued to those screens, zombies stumbling around. And this insomnia, this goddamn insomnia. I'm shelling out hundreds for pillows filled with unicorn tears and moonbeams, and I'm still staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. thinking about all the goddamn idiots running this planet. And then I see this guy, this genius, fast asleep, upright, in public, like he's discovered the cure for cancer, sleep. So I'm thinking, all right, little harmless fun, right? A little light ribbing exposes sleeping beauty to the masses. But no, I asked for a little stage lighting, a little dramatic spotlight. And suddenly it's like, I'm asking them to split the atom. Can't do it. It'll take a while. Are you kidding me? It's a goddamn light switch. You're telling me operating a light switch is now rocket science. And then comes the, oh no, I'm glad there aren't more black people here. What the hell is that even supposed to mean? We're all equal in the eyes of sleep, right? So now I'm thinking, all right, let's crank up the police lights just to gently nudge this sleeping citizen back to reality. But oh no, everyone's worried about getting hassled. They're worried about not sitting in the front, getting called on. As if this whole thing wasn't a premeditated nap, meticulously planned to mock my very existence. Premeditated, I tell you. And then when the plan doesn't work, he might be dead. Are you kidding me? Are we raising a generation of pussies? Guys, for the love of God, buy the sleeping fool a pillow. Scoffs. Office Max, huh? Welcome to Office Max. How can I help you? Take it to the max. Jesus Christ, you gotta be kidding me. What a goddamn soulless existence. You think I became a comedian because I liked people? Nah, I did it to avoid having to pretend to give a shit about your goddamn paper clips. Waitressing? Yeah, I did that. Auto parts factory. Hiding in boxes, taking naps. You bet your ass. I did? You think I was going to give a real day's work to the machine? Hardcore comic, hardcore waitress, because I'm a Virgo, see? We're good at everything. Haven't you heard? Fucking Virgo. Always got to be perfect. It's a curse. I tell you. Flyers for the Boston Comedy Club, vacuum cleaner salesman, Mirage Hotel Dolphin, Habitat tour guide. What a joke. Oh, Jesus Christ. Books on tape? Are you kidding me with that shit? Listening to some dipshit actor trying to sound interesting? Like I'm too stupid to comprehend the goddamn words on the page. And then in 1862, fuck off, buddy. I'm not a goddamn toddler. It's like when the bailiff read my arrest report, he said, fucking Boston. No, I didn't say it like that, you condescending prick. I was hammered trying to remember. It just came out like that. He threw his keys at my feet and repeatedly stated, lock me up, I'm fucked up. Yeah, well, I was. What's your point? Everyone there was laughing, these low-life muggers thinking I was sticking it to the man. Meanwhile, I'm just trying not to hurl. Remember that one drunk dude who turned his back to everyone when they puked? We called him Blair Witch. Then my wife saw, where do they find these people? Like, I'm in charge of casting the goddamn puking contest. But hey, God bless the thing that's screaming because it's biting its back. That sounds like me trying to touch my toes every morning. And speaking of things that make you want to puke, have you seen those motivational speakers? The ones who do Vegas, the T-Mobile Arena? I want to see that show. All those morons paying for tickets. I bet he's so full of shit he can't even look at the crowd. Eyes darting around like, are they still buying this crap? Eye contact is the hardest thing when you're lying, but hey, he's making people feel good. He's in show business, right? Meanwhile, every time I did a movie, everyone's like, you just missed it. It all ended in '05. Then I get work in 2009 and they're paying for John Travolta's jet fuel to come do some Hogs movie. Paid for my fucking 727. Oh, John, of course, John. And credit card theft. Someone swipes your card, buys a ham hock in Vancouver at a strip club. Hey, Joe, did you buy a ham hock? No, I was in Burbank, you moron. Good luck finding that guy. I've given you every piece of the elk except the ham hock. What do you fantasize about doing to those thieves? Just running. They're hurt by life, damaged. I don't want to hurt them. I just want to duct tape their mouths shut. Cartoon style, so the tape hangs down awkwardly and I can go back to eating. And that basketball coach, the only way I can deal with that idiot is if I already told my wife he annoyed me, then I just egg him on until she starts kicking me under the table. And Ivanka Trump, Tracy Lord's sister in the 80s. Good-looking kid still, gotta give him that. Good for him, good for him. And if Bill Clinton wants to look at a beautiful woman, let him. God damn it. You know why? Because somebody's got to appreciate them, and these days that's a goddamn revolutionary act. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guns, right? Gotta love America. So I waltzed into this gun shop looking all badass, right? Like Rambo's slightly fatter, balder cousin, and this dude, this Kevin motherfucker behind the counter, he's all, Bert, can't give you your guns. What? Paperwork's not checking out, he says. My wife's name's on everything, like I'm some kind of goddamn kept man. What the hell is this, the 1950s? I almost started laughing. I'm thinking, holy shit, the system works. Finally, something in this goddamn country functions correctly. I felt safer knowing I couldn't get my hands on those goddamn things. But then Kevin, this snake oil salesman, he says, oh, don't worry, we got workarounds. Workarounds? Or guns? Jesus, tap dancing Christ, is this what we've come to? So he calls my wife, tells her to fake a lease agreement, rent me a goddamn room in my own house, like I'm a goddamn squatter. And my wife, bless her heart, she's cackling like a goddamn witch, telling him we're at full occupancy. But sure enough, she sends it in, I get my goddamn guns, and I'm back in business, right? I love my guns, I'm an idiot, I see some badass gun in a movie, I gotta have it. Yo, Kevin, Agent Smith's Desert Eagle, give me that. 50 caliber, can't do a 50 in California, he says, but I can get you a... Oh, Jesus Christ. You ever run into one of those goddamn lobotomy patients who somehow got a job outside of a mental institution? Some vacant-eyed, mouth-breathing moron who's apparently been entrusted with the incredibly complex task of existing. This guy, Kevin, I swear to God, Kevin, he's got to be some kind of social experiment gone wrong. Like they scraped the bottom of the barrel and said, let's see if we can get this amoeba to hold down a job and then unleash him on the unsuspecting public to just siphon off our goddamn energy. I'm walking into the goddamn coffee shop this morning, right? Just trying to get my caffeine fixed before the world descends into its usual state of chaotic idiocy. And there he is, Kevin, standing by the door looking like he's trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with his goddamn forehead. I do the polite thing, you know, the bare minimum of human interaction. Morning, how's it going? Expecting the standard fine thanks or maybe a grunt of acknowledgement. But no, this goddamn swamp creature decides to unload his entire life story on me, starting with the fact that he's contemplating changing his goddamn brand of creamer to almond milk. Almond milk. Like I'd give a flying fuck about your dairy choices, Kevin. And then he proceeds to tell me in excruciating detail about his goddamn cat, Fluffernutter, and his inexplicable fear of vacuum cleaners like I'm his goddamn therapist or something. And I'm standing there trapped in this vortex of pointless information, feeling my soul slowly being sucked out of my body. And I'm thinking, is this what hell is like? A never-ending conversation with a goddamn idiot about his cat's bowel movements. And it hits me, this ain't about coffee shops or creamers or even cats. No, it's about these fucking people, these goddamn social vampires who think it's their God-given right to hijack your goddamn day with their meaningless bullshit. And you know what? They need to fucking stop, because if you ask someone how they're doing, you're not inviting them to write a goddamn novel, you're just being polite. So stick to fine, good, or just a goddamn nod, or I swear to Christ I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. All right, settle down, you jabronis. So, I'm at the fucking gym, right? Jason Momoa, Aquaman himself, comes up to me and says, hey, Bill, saw you last night. And I'm thinking, oh, shit, here it comes. Because I know damn well he saw me looking like a bloated walrus in that old footage. He's all, you look way different, fat piece of... Whatever, I get it, I ain't Jason Momoa. But the dude's cool, genuinely cool. More authentic than half the jagoffs I know. Like Brett, the tool I do a podcast with. Unbelievable. So I go to South America, Buenos Aires. Never thought I'd do stand-up there, but bam, best show ever. And I ate like a king. Then Chile, another amazing show. Peru, saw the fam. And then Mexico City, flew back. Got a minute to breathe, then boom. 40-day European tour, all the way to the UK. Madrid, Barcelona, Copenhagen, Paris, London, Birmingham, Glasgow. I'm telling you. Ended in Iceland. Epic, right? Now, working with Tom, that's the real deal, man. You can't ask for anything better. It's the goddamn greatest opportunity. The guy gets it. Treat your people right, and they'll bust their asses for you. He's got a good eye for talent, surrounds himself with good people, trusts us, creates an environment where nobody wants to be the weak link, you know? Makes you want to work hard, or as hard as I can anyway. Meeting Tom 14 years ago changed everything. Unconditionally supportive. Best year of my life. Love you, Tom. Having someone take a chance on you. There's nothing better, I tell you. I don't think I could ever tour with anyone else. No way. Then you get Cronin, the other comic who opened for Tom. Hey, Tom, you probably don't remember me because you're always staring at your phone. But I'm proud of you. You're a good person. Give me more money. What a freaking leech. But hey, what do I know? All right, so how is driving for Tom? Well, I was thinking long and hard, and the driver guy says, I can't say anything good about the man. He's just mean even when he's nice. What a jackass. I bet you didn't talk to him even once the whole tour. We work 7 days a week, no time off. Haven't seen my family in 4 years. He blows his nose like a goddamn pig. Oh, on a serious note, he's a really good guy. Pleasure to work for. Easygoing, but he isn't funny, says the driver guy. Can you freaking believe it? That, my friends, is the reason Tom can't be replaced. He surrounds himself with people who speak the truth, even when it's a freaking knife in the back. That's the kind of trust that keeps you going. Ain't that some shit? Oh, Jesus Christ. Instagram. You see this shit? Social media, right? Supposed to connect us all, bring us together. Bullshit. During COVID, I'm losing my mind. Stuck inside looking like a damn Yeti. And all I want to do is SKI. Chelsea, Canada. People, not some two-bit hill in Connecticut, Chelsea. You uncultured swine. Canada, with their rules tougher than a nun's cooch back then. Borders tighter than Fort Knox. But then I see Kevin, Mr. Big Shot movie star, gallivanting back and forth. Canada, America, Canada, like he owns the damn place. Thanksgiving turkey one day, poutine the next. Mandatory 2-week quarantine? What is this, communist Russia? So I called Kevin, right? Thinking maybe this found a loophole, bribed the border guard. I don't give a damn. I say, Kevin, my man, what's the secret? I need to get my ass across that border to shred some pow-pow. And Kevin, bless his lying heart, says, no problem, Chelsea. I got you. He says, I'll get you a gig on the movie. Great. I'll hold a boom mic. I'll cater the damn craft services. I'll direct the whole goddamn thing if it means I can ski. He even offers to help with the paperwork. I got you, Chelsea. I got you. I got you. And you know what that means, right? It means you're never seeing that motherfucker again. You hear those words, kiss your favorite goodbye. The guy's a goddamn ghost. Vanishes into thin air. Just like that, poof, gone. So that's the kind of guy we're celebrating tonight, huh? The kind of guy who'd deny a privileged white woman her goddamn ski vacation during a global pandemic. The inhumanity. What a prick. Oh, Jesus. Remember those good old days? Good old drinking clique, they called it? Me, Mark, Sam, Soder, no list, just a bunch of broke, delusional comics at Nate's Barcelona bar. Remember that shithole? Times changed, right? Nate, that hilarious bastard, could only get spots at the World, the dive next to Broadway Comedy Club. An unpaid spot, 11 p.m. Unpaid. Like these clubs weren't raking it in, charging covers. And now this the World is like a goddamn feeder for the Grammys. Wild, right? Nobody appreciated him back then. Typical. And Broadway Comedy Club. Still a scam. We got Dave Chappelle tonight. Bullshit. Tina Fey's here. Tina Fey doing stand-up? Are you kidding me? Richard Pryor. They had a mural on the wall, a horrible mural, but they'd bark you in and serve you fake alcohol, like corn syrup or some shit, some corn-based concoction, so they could skirt the liquor license near the school. What is this? Amateur hour? Eastville used to pull that crap too, right? Before they got legit. 12% vodka, the alcohol content of wine. I got spat on at that dump. That's how low rent it was. But those waitresses, God bless them, they were cool. This drunk idiot gets up, starts heckling, then boom, spits right on me, right here. And those sassy Hispanic waitresses barricade the stage for me, like I'm goddamn Kennedy. Chris Murphy walks me out. He's waiting for you, so I'm gonna walk you out. What a guy. You know, the first time I got spat on, it was Philly. But I gotta have a threesome after the show. 2 girls were like, fuck that guy, let's go drink. So we went out, got hammered, and well, you know, I spit on them too. Remember my cousin? Did you leave with those 2 chicks? Yeah. I gotta start getting spit on. Some days all you can do is laugh before you fucking cry, right? I tell you, that's comedy. You gotta be spitting mad before the real fun begins. Oh, Jesus Christ. Law and Order, right? Dick Wolf's garbage disposal for ripped from the headlines bullshit. They think we're that stupid. They gotta tie in current events. Like we're some goddamn goldfish swimming in a bowl of CNN. Remember that SVU episode, the one about sex addiction? Because suddenly every celebrity was a horny little hamster on a wheel. Ice-T's gotta get schooled on sex addiction. Are you kidding me? Like it's some goddamn quantum physics equation. Oh, Ice-T, it's like compulsively doing the nasty. Fucking really? We need a goddamn explainer for that? He's Ice Smooth the fucking T. The man invented gangster rap. You think he's baffled by people wanting to get laid? But no, they gotta drag it out. Milk the goddamn metaphor dry. Oh, it's like when someone drinks too much. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Or snorts cocaine. You think maybe the compulsion part is the common thread here, you goddamn morons? But I tell you, I would have paid good money to see Ice-T just riff on this for 4 hours straight. Like when someone buys too many shoes, like when someone watches too much goddamn Law and Order. Just endless examples fading out into the Dick Wolf logo, the patron saint of hack writing and blatant pandering to the lowest common denominator. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm seriously considering moving to a goddamn yurt in Montana, away from all this predictable, uninspired, corporate-approved crap. Oh, so now everyone's a goddamn chemist, huh? Wasp spray. Bear spray. You gotta be kidding me. You think that's gonna stop a pervert? A guy who gets off on flashing people in broad daylight? Seriously? If wasp spray was so effective, wouldn't the cops be carrying it? They got tasers, they got guns, but no, let's go with the goddamn raid. And then there's the lawyers rubbing their hands together, licking their chops, charging you by the quarter hour just to explain that using insecticide as a weapon is probably illegal. But hey, who cares about the law, right? Especially when you got some sicko exposing himself to your kids. Turn off the Ring camera, put on your goddamn gloves and a mask. And I'm not kidding, be careful and handle the situation. Citizen's arrest, that's what it's called. Hold the guy down until the cops show up. And this is a joke, but think about it. You think these guys want to be seen, want that human contact? Maybe all you need is a shake weight. So my goddamn email got violated, right? Like some digital back alley mugging a few weeks back. And yeah, sure, part of me was kind of impressed. Like, damn, they actually targeted me. But then it's that garbage ass, I've been kidnapped in Nigeria spam, except with a link that looks like a goddamn keyboard threw up on it. Seriously, $ swastikas, more garish than a Jersey Shore tanning booth. So naturally, every idiot in my contact list gets it. And suddenly, bam, everyone's crawling out of the woodwork. Like I just announced I was giving away free beer and hand jobs. Oh, Billy, your email's been hacked. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one getting the responses. You think I didn't notice I sent a link that screams virus louder than a goddamn car alarm at 3? But here's the kicker. This one mouth breather. A friend of 17 years, a guy with the sense of humor of a goddamn brick, emails me, dead serious. Hey, Bill, click the link. Don't want to buy herbal Viagra. Herbal Viagra? Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, who clicks on a link that dodgy? I mean, even my grandma, who thinks the internet is just a series of cat videos, would know better. And second, you think that's how I peddle herbal Viagra? A blank email with a link. I'm a comedian, not a goddamn Craigslist hustler. You think I wouldn't craft a proper guilt-ridden family and friends announcement about my new entrepreneurial endeavors and the unfortunate turn my comedic career has taken? I'd be all like, dearest acquaintances, comedy didn't exactly pan out, so me and some shady dudes in the Caymans have concocted a solution for your limp dick problems. Just click this link. Pink text on purple background naturally, and prepare to be underwhelmed by our website design. I mean, seriously, do people even think anymore? It's all just clickbait and herbal boner pills and everybody loses their freaking minds, right? Which, by the way, reminds me of how I recently rewatched Back to the Future, right? Fucking Marty McFly, the all-American hero, is best friends with a disgraced nuclear physicist and nobody bats an eye. A disgraced nuclear physicist. They never even explain how they met. The whole premise is based on the fact that this lazy teenager has a middle-aged scientist for a best friend, and we're just supposed to roll with it. Who pitched this movie? Two guys walked into a studio and said, yeah, it's about this kid who accidentally tries to bang his mom, and a violent rapist is involved, but don't worry, the dad saves the day, and also we're going to steal Johnny B. Good from black people. And the studio execs just said, sounds good, let's do it. Back to the Future, folks, the most insane and beloved movie in the history of film. It's essentially a fever dream about incest and time travel, and nobody seems to notice, nobody asks questions, they just click the goddamn link. So my freaking email got violated, right? Act, they call it, like I'm Fort Knox. And suddenly I'm giving away the gold. But honestly, it was almost efficient. These scumbags break in and blast some link to everyone you ever knew. I basically sent a mass Christmas card to my entire digital Rolodex. Like I'm such a terrible friend. This was the most contact they've had from me in years. Suddenly everyone's a tech expert telling me I've been compromised. Real thoughtful. Makes you feel loved, doesn't it? It's like announcing you had twins, but instead of diapers, you're dealing with herbal Viagra ads. One chucklehead emails me back, all serious. Hey, click the link. All right, let me tell you something about this goddamn TV. This glorified babysitter for adults, it's always the same crap, ain't it? You got your reality shows full of brain-dead morons. Your singing competitions where tone-deaf jackasses think they're the next Sinatra. And then there's the crime dramas, the Law and Orders, the CSIs, the goddamn NCISs, where every goddamn episode is a goddamn carbon copy. You know what I'm talking about? You got your grizzled veteran cop, your fresh out of the academy rookie, your medical examiner who can somehow pull a confession out of a dead body, and the goddamn witness who just has to unload boxes even while a goddamn murder investigation is going on. Tony Ramirez, Tuesday's real nice guy. Got to get this pallet of ceramic squirrels unloaded before 5 murder? Never heard of her. Who the hell are these people? Do they just hire extras from a loading dock and tell them just keep moving boxes? Doesn't matter if a child is missing. That porcelain unicorn ain't going to ship itself. And the worst part is we love it. We devour this garbage like it's the last cheeseburger on earth. And I ain't gonna lie, I miss Mayor Orbeck. That guy, Lenny Briscoe, he was a goddamn treasure. Better than half my family, dead or alive. That raspy voice, that world-weary cynicism, that face that looked like it'd been punched by life itself. The guy was the dad in Dirty Dancing, for Christ's sake. He put baby in a corner. He was a goddamn legend. And then he dies, and what happens? Oh, he donates his goddamn eyes to the New York Eye Bank, because of course he does. He's Jerry Orbach. He probably donated his liver and his spleen too, the organ-giving son of a bitch. So now there's two New Yorkers, two goddamn strangers, walking around with Jerry Orbach's eyeballs looking at the world through their goddamn retinas like some kind of freaky real-life romantic comedy waiting to happen. I can see it now. He's a sports fanatic. She's a businesswoman. They both hate each other. But they have one thing in common, Jerry Orbach's eyeballs. This summer, love is spelled with two I's. God damn it, Hollywood, are you listening? I just wrote your next goddamn blockbuster. You're welcome. And the scene where they finally meet, the grand goddamn finale, it's got to be perfect. It's got to be Jerry Orbach perfect. They're walking down the street, opposite directions, just like in some bullshit rom-com. When boom, they both see a dead body in an alley, and without missing a beat, they both say, "School's out," and they lock eyes. That's it. All right, good evening, you miserable sacks of meat. Harmer, huh? Yeah, fantastic. Another goddamn heat wave while these genius engineers can't even figure out how to make an iPhone battery last longer than my attention span. 29, they say, a landmark? Bullshit. I feel like a goddamn melted candle. Not older, just worse. People ain't looking at me thinking, hey, that's a vibrant young man. They're thinking, Jesus Christ, that lanky freak looks like he hasn't slept since Y2K. Get some rest, tall child. Like I ain't trying, pal. The world's loud enough as it is. Childhood, yeah, goddamn picnic. If your picnic was constantly threatened by quicksand, remember that shit? Cartoons made you think quicksand was right up there with falling anvils and sticks of dynamite. Where the hell's the quicksand, huh? Haven't seen a single goddamn quicksand pit in my entire life. Nobody's calling me up saying, hey, avoid I-95, quicksand's a bitch today. And bullying? Oh, don't even get me started. It's terrible, yeah, but you know what else is terrible? Getting bullied for being Asian when you're about as Asian as a goddamn plate of mashed potatoes. Yeah, you heard me. Kids calling me chink and gook. Two completely different nationalities, by the way, but these were kids. They didn't give a flying fuck. How messed up is that? Getting racially abused for a race I ain't even part of. My family's Irish. We're too pale to be anything but Irish. Sure, we take our shoes off inside, but that's because my wife bitches about the carpet, not because we're practicing some ancient ancestral custom. 7th grade, music appreciation. A class we appreciated about as much as a root canal. They take us to the symphony, right? Big fucking gong in the middle of the piece. Every time it banged, the little racist bastards in front of me would stand up, turn around, and bat like some goddamn Fu Manchu nightmare. Offensive? Yeah, you're damn right. But you know what's even more offensive? That's more coordination than most adults have. I'm sorry for the language, all right? But you know what? TV's gone to hell anyway. You can say anything you want now. Just watch Law & Order SVU. They can't say fuck, but they'll happily describe anal contusions and fecal matter in ear canals at 3 in the afternoon. Ice-T, Mr. Cop Killer himself, is a detective on SVU. 11 years on the force, and he's still acting like every case is brand new to him. You mean this guy likes little girls with pigtails? Yeah, Ice, he's a pedophile. You work in the sex crimes unit, get a grip. They even try to be topical. Remember when all those celebrities were sex addicts? SVU did an episode. Detectives explaining sex addiction to Ice-T. Finally, he gets it. Close up on Ice-T. Oh, I get it. You mean like when someone drinks too much or snorts cocaine or bets the house on the ponies? Yeah, Ice, you finally figured it out. I could have watched 4 more hours of him just listing addictions. Or like when someone smokes too many goddamn cigarettes, or plays too many scratch-off tickets, or eats too much chocolate cake. Fade to Black, created by Dick Wolf. Thanks a lot. I'm divorced, by the way, so don't feel bad, because the definition of divorce is no one has farted in my bed in 2 years. You want me to feel sympathy for a facelift? You looked at other facelifts and thought, yeah, that is something I want, and that's why I'm not going to get a facelift. As the